Last year, I did some artwork in a super tiny handmade sketchbook. And this year, I'm coming back to do another tiny sketchbook video. So today we have this super tiny handmade sketchbook, and it's real leather. It feels so nice. And look at that little clasp. Oh, that's so cute. And I love the binding of it. And my sister-in-law, Sheila, actually made this. And in the last video that I did this with too, she made that sketchbook. She's extremely, extremely talented, and she just makes the coolest books. Like, look at this sketchbook here. This clasp is so cool. I love it. I actually have not used this sketchbook yet either. I use it as a decoration in my house because I'm afraid to ruin it, but it's so beautiful. I love it so much. She made me this really cute sketchbook, and there's like a lace bow to keep it closed. And she's made us like journals and everything. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm just so proud of her, and I think these little sketchbooks are just so adorable. So yeah, today we're gonna draw in this one here. And actually the paper inside of this is watercolor paper, which is really cool because I think we're gonna paint. We might paint. Anyway, if you are interested in having your own tiny sketchbook made by Sheila, she has an Etsy shop called The Forest From Us to You, and there's so many cute little sketchbooks like this and origami mobiles and just really cool handmade stuff. So I want to shout her out, and yeah, you should totally check her out. I'll link her shop down below. Anyway, this sketchbook here is what we're gonna use today. I just love the feel of this leather. First page, what should we do? I have an idea. Found this cool reference photo on Pixabay, and I would love to draw a peach tree. We are gonna use some Posca pens for this. Wow, I feel like I haven't used Posca pens in a really long time. Ooh, this is darker than I thought. Not this color. Okay, so far here are our peaches. Now let's add some shading and make this sort of happen, you know? Okay, time to make this a little more peachy. I think I kind of want to like tint the sky a little bit because it looks kind of boring right now. I feel like this is turning it a little more impressionistic, and I like that. Okay, the first tiny drawing has happened in our tiny sketchbook. I really enjoyed this. It was kind of fun just playing around with different textures and stuff and doing so on a tiny scale. So let's see what happens next. Ooh, you know what we should do next? A painting. We should do a painting. So Sheila also made me this tiny little paint palette, and I really, really love it for like my acrylic gouache paints. Look how cute this is. A tiny sketchbook with a tiny palette. Woo! So all the colors are here. Now, I think I'm feeling like something springy. Some green. Can't go wrong with that. Just gonna put a little bit of white gouache on this palette as well. Ooh, now I get to choose a baby brush. Ooh. This entire palette layout makes no sense, so don't judge me. I just wanted to make it really tiny to fit the vibe. Ooh, I should use this green. There we go. This is a nice palette. I love how everything cutely fits in like a tiny dollop. This is seriously gonna be so fun. Here's our tiny little brushes. Okay, so the vibe that I'm going for. We're gonna do like a field of wildflowers, but like impressionistic style. So let's see how it goes. Oh, we can mix our colors on here. Such a fun time. I guess we may turn this video into painting with a tiny sketchbook. It doesn't even look like anything yet, but we're getting there. Ooh, I like that color. What next, you might ask? Oh, we are going to take this and mix it with this. All right, look at that beautiful dark green. It's funny because for this being really tiny, I guess would think it would be a lot quicker to make, but it's actually not. But I think that's kind of cool because no matter what scale you work on, like your art is valid. You could do a big mural or you could do little stuff like this. Your art's still gonna be cool. I feel like I need to add more yellow and pink. This one was really fun. It was like kind of challenging to do impressionism on such a small scale, but I enjoyed it. Much enjoyed. And also I just adore this tiny palette. We should do another one. So for this one, I think I want to do a little monochromatic thing and start with like a blue blob. And then I have this really old Stabilo pencil. So let's use this blue side. I feel like I pretty much always need to test an eye in every sketchbook that I have, so we are officially breaking it in. Do any of you guys have like a go-to thing that you do in your sketchbooks? I'm trying to decide, should I incorporate this red into it? Kind of sounds fun. No longer gonna be monochromatic. This one was really fun. It was just like so simple, but familiar. I have an idea for the next one. It might be kind of predictable, but fun. Let's paint some water. I think that's a good idea. This is so therapeutic. I really like just having the freedom to express whatever in a sketchbook. I think that's why I do so many sketchbook videos. When I was a little kid, I actually had a sketchbook this size. It was like purple and glittery. It had like a little button on the front. I think it was a keychain actually, back when like Lisa Frank was a huge thing. And it was one of my favorite things. Kind of fun to have one as an adult. It's actually looking like water now. This is exciting. I think this water one is definitely my favorite of the video. I'm just so into painting water right now. But this eye was also really fun. Oh, and I totally forgot. We did use Posca pens at the beginning. This was a really nice way to just sort of relax and doodle and not really have any pressure to create anything that's like a masterpiece, but more so just create for the sake of creating. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspired you to also just create for the sake of creating and expressing yourself. All right, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a good day and see you soon in another video. Bye.